walks out then, he'll have the manager looking at him, the strength and conditioning coach is looking at him, he'll have the physios assessing his movement, he'll have the technical coach looking at his technical skills. So I said on any given moment, on any given day of his work, he's at least 10 people assessing him. So sport, you're constantly in the spotlight. You're constantly being assessed. You're constantly being evaluated. And everything you do at all times is almost under the microscope. So the link between recession and sport became very clear to me when a good while back I got a call from the lads there in Opez who said, Gerry, we've heard about your work with the boxers. We'd like to sit down with you and see how this can impact on what we do. And for me, it was unusual because I hadn't really, at that time, put the link between sport and business. So I kind of said to the lads, well, I'm not exactly sure where I can help you, but certainly come over. And that's what they did. They came to the boxing stadium. I brought them right into the heart of what we were doing as a business over there. And over a couple of months, we walked away and we looked at exactly what they wanted, the challenges they faced, the environment in which they were going to operate, and ultimately how they could be different, how they could separate themselves, and how could they become something ultimately different and something that was going to be respected and valuable in that new environment. So since then, I've been doing a lot more work in terms of corporate. I'm going to show you a small little video. Maybe we just watch the images. More importantly, we just listen to the words.
Here's the thing that makes life so interesting. The theory of evolution claims only the strong shall survive. Maybe so. Maybe so. But the theory of competition says just because they're the strong doesn't mean they can't get their asses kicked. That's right. See, what every long shot come from behind underdog will tell you is this. The other guy may in fact be the favorite. The odds may be stacked against you, fair enough. But what the odds don't know is this isn't a math test. This is a completely different kind of test. One where passion has a funny way of trumping logic. So before you step up to the starting line, before the whistle blows and the clock starts ticking, just remember out here, the results don't always add up. No matter what the stats may say, and the experts may think, and the commentators may have predicted, when the race is on, all bets are off. Don't be surprised if somebody decides to flip the script and take a pass on yelling uncle. And then suddenly, as the old saying goes, we got ourselves a game.
That video reminds me every time I look at it why I love sport. So I listed recession. I said that's what I work in every day. Every week to week you're on edge. Everything you do is assessed. You're only as good or as bad as your last performance. So why would someone opt that that's the environment I want to live in? Why? You know now. I know you do. I told you before. Why sport? What draws me to sport?
Competition, success.
Competition, success. Give me another reason.
Sense of achievement.
Sense of achievement. I know Liam Curran's here. Where's Liam? Why?
Just said the competition as well, and the change in it.
Yeah. Anybody else? Why do you think sport?
The love of it.
The love of it. Winning.
Challenge yourself.
To challenge myself. So now we're beginning to think about, here we are, this ruthless environment that's absolutely unforgiving, ruthlessly competitive. in which you're chewed up and spat out at the blink of an eye, and yet it's so addictive. Ultimately, for me, I love it more than everything else because, and I know this might be the right thing to say in this room, because I hate maths. I hate maths with a passion. I've always hated maths all my life. Why would I hate maths? Why would I hate maths? Because it's logical. Why would I hate maths?
Just don't like it. I mean, probably a bad teacher from day one.
Very possible. Why would I hate maths?
Because it's certain.
It's certain. The man hit the nail on the head. First time everyone said it. I hate maths because no matter where you do it, no matter when you do it, no matter how you do it, and no matter who you do it with, you get the same thing. It is what it is and it can't be changed. 2 and 2 is 4 and that's the end of it. It takes, well, of course. But it takes human influence out of it. It takes away the greatness, the ambition, the hunger, the ability, the desire of the human being and adds no place to it. And in a world that's more and more defined by science, and in a world that's more and more tells you that if science can't explain it, it can't exist. Sport is one of the last places on earth that takes logic and defies it every day. Takes the impossible and turns it back into possible. In that video he says, all bets are off. When you think of the bets we had economically 12 months ago, 18 months ago, 3 years ago, Clive said, you can't even say you can bank on it anymore. Well, all bets are off now. It also says, don't be surprised if someone decides to flip the script. So the script that was so carefully wrote and so carefully planned, and it's handed to somebody, and that person is almost like a prisoner to follow that out in their daily life. Every now and again someone says, there's the script, and tears it up and throws it and says, I'll make this up myself.